today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Hurts throwing right away. Fighting through pressure. And this one is incomplete. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A.J. Brown with an acrobatic catch. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa. Bad move. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Here we go. 50 red. 50 red. Let's go, baby. Hey, check my red, yellow. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A first down throw for Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
They spent the week of practice in. We know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Young going to give to Brooks. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 yards and a Panther first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Young now from the 50. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense, because those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. You look at this Carolina defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Barkley, inside handoff. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Left. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They'll run with Barkley. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a 1st down throw for Young. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Carolina. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Now Hurts on the option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Hurts looking to change the play. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Following the interception, Young sliding out of the pocket. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Once again, it's Brooks. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here. Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A play fake. Now Young. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. And he's just got to throw this one away.
Slot man moves right. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting,
but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll roll him out right. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The slot man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Young, he's going to change it up. Young, off the play fake. He's airing it out for Williams. And, oh, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Young on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. Up the middle with Brooks here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
1st and 10, Young. This is caught by Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's Young on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now they'll audible to something else. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Legette, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's Hurts to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Second down, here's Hurts. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. So here are the Panthers. Panthers set to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Right. 43 rail. Shield. Black. Cheetah.
They go play action. Young. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third. Young here, you can see, changing the play.
Hey,
Open man down the field. That's Ligon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now Young. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that... A pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try to throw now. Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On play action, Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Waddle, 59 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from going up by 40. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. First down, Young. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and a couple. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On 1st and 10, Young. It's complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another... Nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Ready? Here we go. Check 24, check 24.
Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. Xavier Legette, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And Philadelphia's... They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. The throw over the middle, taken in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Williams, a man in motion right. Now Young. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. Touchdown, Panthers. Jamison Williams, 27 yards. And the Panthers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Cup 19, Cup 19. He's crossing. Tempo.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Carolina, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.